Okay, let's talk about a secret code. A code that's not hidden in some ancient text, but is right in front of you every single day in things like your phone bill or your budget. And what if I told you that the key to cracking this code is just simple math? Well, today we're going to crack it together.
So here's how we're going to do it. We'll start with a puzzle we all face. Then we'll find the code that solves it. We'll break that code down into its two most important parts, and by the end, you'll have a new financial superpower. Ready? Let's go.
All right, first up, the phone plan puzzle. We've all been there, right? Staring at two different plans, trying to figure out which one is actually the better deal. It seems easy, but as we all know, that low price they advertise up front isn't always the full story.
So that's the big question, isn't it? Which one is really going to save your money at the end of the month? Is it the one with the cheap monthly fee or the one with the cheap data? How do you figure it out without just, crossing your fingers and hoping for the best?
Okay, here are our options. On one side, you've got Plan A, the starter. Looks amazing, right? Only $20 a month. But that data is pricey at $10 a gigabyte. Then you have Plan B, the streamer. Oof, that $40 monthly fee is double, but the data is only $5 a gig. See the trade-off here?
Now, to solve this, you don't need some complex algorithm or a supercomputer. The answer's already there. It's a kind of formula that's just hiding in plain sight. This is where we learn to read the code.
And here it is, the linear equation. Now, I know, it might look a little scary if it's been a while since you've seen it, but don't let the letters fool you. All this formula does is describe a really simple, predictable, straight-line relationship. It just means that when one thing changes, another thing changes in a perfectly predictable way.
Honestly, the best way to think about this is like a recipe. You don't need to be a master chef to bake a cake, you just need to know the main ingredients. For this equation, you can ignore everything else and just focus on two key ingredients, M and B. They tell you the whole story.
So let's start with our first ingredient, the letter B. In the math world, they call this the y-Intercept. But for us, we're going to call it something much easier to remember, the starting point.
The starting point, B, is just the flat fee. It's the initial cost before anything else happens. It's that base price, the number on the bill before you've actually used anything. So let's apply that to our phone plans. Each one has its own starting point, that amount you have to pay no matter what just to be in the game. For Plan A, that starting point is
$20, that's it. That's our B value for Plan A. It's the fixed, non-negotiable foundation of the entire plan.
And here's what that $20 really means for your wallet. It's the cost you are on the hook for. Period. You could literally turn your phone off for the entire month, use zero data, make zero calls, and you'd still get a bill for $20. That's the starting point.
All right, time for our second key ingredient, the M, also known as the slope. Now, if B is the static, boring starting point, M is where the action is. It's the dynamic part, the engine that makes the cost go up.
M is just the rate of change. Think of it as cost per thing, miles per hour, dollars per gallon, or in our case, dollars per gigabyte. It's the number that tells you exactly how fast your bill is going to climb for every single unit you use.
And just like with the starting point, our two plans have very different rates of change. This is the number that reacts to your behavior. For Plan A, that rate is $10 per gigabyte. That's our M value. And notice something important here. It's not just a number, it's a rate. It has that word per in it. It's a huge clue you're looking at a slope.
This is where your actual usage starts to matter a lot. For every single gigabyte of data you stream or download on Plan A, your bill goes up by $10. This is absolutely the action part of the plan.
Okay, this is the fun part. We've found our two secret ingredients, the starting point, B, and the rate of change, M. Now, we get to put them together and solve our original puzzle. This is where you get your superpower.
Okay, let's play this out. Let's say you're a light user, maybe 2 gigabytes a month. On Plan A, that's the $20 fee plus $20 for data, so $40. Clearly, Plan A is cheaper. But watch this. What if you use 4 gigabytes? Suddenly, they both cost exactly $60. That's the break-even point. And if you're a heavy user, say 8 gigs, now Plan A costs you $100, while Plan B is only $80. Plan B is suddenly the clear winner. And that's the big reveal. There is no single better plan. It's a trick question. The best plan for you depends entirely on how you live your life. If you barely use any data, Plan A is a no-brainer. If you stream all the time, Plan B will save you a ton of money. Understanding the code lets you see this clearly.
So you can boil this all down to a simple 3-step playbook that you can use for anything. Step 1, find the starting point. That's your flat fee. Step 2, identify the rate of change, the cost per unit. And Step 3, predict the future. You can now plug in any number and know exactly what the final cost will be.
And once you see this pattern, I'm telling you, you'll start seeing it everywhere. Think about a gym membership. There's the one-time joining fee, that's your starting point, and then there's the monthly cost, that's your rate of change. Or a taxi fare. The fee just for getting in is the starting point, and the cost per mile is the rate of change. It's the same exact code.
Look, at the end of the day, this is so much more than a math problem from a textbook. It's a real-world skill. It's a tool that helps you budget better, plan smarter, and make financial choices that are actually right for you, not just what a company's ad tells you.
So, I'll leave you with a little challenge. Now that you can see the code, now that you know to look for a starting point plus a rate of change, where else is it hiding in your life? Take a look around. You'll be surprised at how often you find it, and now you have the key to unlock it.